Good evening and welcome to Central Pier in Blackpool. Now, the pier vlogs we don't do very often, but we did do some last year. So if you want to see a full vlog from both piers with some rides and things, head back to last year's vlog and check it out. Today's purpose is to check out the Central Pier. And obviously now everyone has had a really bad time in 2020, there's no doubt about that. However, Central Pier have had an even worse time. After lockdown came, after the people were allowed to start coming out and these places were allowed to open, the pier suffered a really bad fire. I say really bad fire, I mean it's obviously bad when something catches fire anyway, but really bad in the aspect that it completely destroyed the park's waltzer, which you can see there. It caused damage to the park's Matterhorn ride, as well as buildings as well. Led down by apparently some faulty wiring. As you can see here, several months later, it is still at a point where it hasn't been completely removed. So what we wanted to do today is we wanted to come along and show you the pier. Post-fire. I think token-wise, what they do is they charge £25 for 20 tokens. It's about 4 tokens for the big, or 4 to 6 tokens for the big rides, and then smaller rides are free or 2 tokens. I don't think there's enough here now for us to buy that many tokens, to be honest with you. It doesn't look like they've replaced anything. It doesn't look like the Matterhorn is even working yet either. I don't know how much of it's damaged, but we want to take you onto the pier and show you it. We want to show you the extent of the damage. I know a lot of people were talking about it and how they were doing. As you can see, there are rides open. The famous Ferris wheel is open there. That's kind of symbolic, just as symbolic as the Blackpool Tower when you look at photos and things of the seafront. The Matterhorn is there as well, and you've got a couple of juvenile rides and an extreme over the back. So yeah, we're just going to take you on and just sort of show you. We're just going to show you what exactly damage the fire did, and whether there's any sign of anything new. Anything new coming in 2021. I'd like to think certainly they will be replacing some of these, but a lot of damage looks like it's been done. Let's head on to the pier. One-way system in operation on the pier once you have registered your track and trace barcode at the front. You can't come in until you've done that. So we're just going to follow the line, to be honest. Seems the easier thing to do. So it's £20 for 25 tokens, £60 for 80 tokens. As you can see, some things have been trucked out. We've got Mini Miami, we have the Extreme and the big wheel. Here's the Extreme going around here. I love a bit of Extreme. You can hear this right the way across the promenade, the Extreme. Really loud one, really loud one. Quite a good looking one. It is an over-the-shoulder restraint though, as opposed to being a lap bar one, sadly. And here is the Dodgems. I can't hear myself think. With these Dodgems. Over the back includes the Helter Skelter, the Formula 1 attraction before you head down to Pirate Pier. You can see the North Pier over there. Never been home to any attractions or anything, but got a few arcades on there and a bar on the end as well. And then as you look out on the other side of Blackpool, you can obviously see Blackpool Pleasure Beach. You can definitely see the big one and Ice Blast in the background. And of course the South Pier. The South Pier is generally home to the better attractions, if I'm being honest. It always has been. You've got the Crazy Mouse down there, as well as the breakdance as well. And it's a stunning breakdance. Might not be a Huss one, but it is a stunning breakdance. You can see the lights and the LEDs from the Extreme from here. I believe there's a waltzer down there as well, as the Sky Swing and the bungee. It's a bit of everything down there. When you talk about the token prices and you talk about £20 for 25 tokens on there, you can spend it really easily. Last time we came, the Miami wasn't there, but it is back now. I can see it going around. Whereas here, sadly, because of the incident, there's just not enough here at the moment. We're going to take you around now to the site of the fire. Now, it is worth noting as well, I think the Matterhorn ride, I think they're called Flying Bobs now. I think that was new this year anyway. It was a replacement for the one they had. So it's even more devastating that it barely got used before fire broke out on it. Now, I believe that one is being repaired and can be repaired. It caused damage to a few cars. It hasn't reopened yet this year. I don't know how easy it is to get hold of cars now these days, to be perfectly honest with you. Whereas the waltzer obviously is going to need to be replaced, undoubtedly going to need to be replaced due to the damage caused. And you can also see here as well, as we swing round, that the building, this is the building. I don't know if this is where it broke out. but you can see certainly the damage that's been done around here. And if you look up there, and you can see obviously work and paint and everything has been done here. And this is, I believe this is all new along here as well. But yeah, the damage to the fire there is something else. I don't know how easy it is to see, to be honest with you. There is the Flying Bob ride. Obviously it's lost all its cover that was over it, but look at this thing is lovely, absolutely lovely looking. It's a real shame that won't be able to get on it this year, but it is definitely something we'll be coming back for. Hopefully this one gets repaired and is back next year. I think it's certainly in better condition than the one they had. Whereas the Waltzer, which is behind there, which we showed you from the outside, sadly is no longer. So you can see from this side that the ride is not together. I don't know how many damaged cars there were and how much damage it caused, but beautiful looking Matterhorn. I really wish I managed to get on this before the accident. But fingers crossed it will be back next year. I believe this one is staying, although the reminiscence of the Waltzer, which you know, we showed you from behind. So this is the reason why we started down on the beach, because it is quite crowded on here and quite well kind of built up, so it's not something we've been able to see. But it's destroyed. The Waltzer's completely destroyed, as you can see. Everything is still there. It's all boarded off up here. And you know, for the season, I think they've kind of got on with it. Once the season ends in only a matter of a week or so, to be honest with you. Although saying that, obviously Blackpool Pleasure Beach is now open till mid-December, and the lights are staying on till January the 4th. So there's a chance as well that although the pier is open all the time and the rides generally are open all the time, that, you know, when they do maintenance and things like that, that might be delayed even further. So it might be a case of January comes around and that's when they have to really rebuild the pier. To be perfectly honest with you, just rebuild the pier. But yeah, such a shame. There's a final look over there, Super Bob ride. You can see all the black in the background, which is part of the building, and the remainder of the Waltzer. So yeah, Central Pier Blackpool. Gone through tough times in 2020, but hopefully 2021 we'll see it bounce back. I can't see those Waltzers, as far as I'm aware, they're a complete write-off, which is really, really sad they've been destroyed. They were a classic one. Rather than your new kind of fast fandangle ones, it was a retro one, so it's a real shame. And you know, that Matterhorn, as I said, I'm pretty sure is new for this year, rather than reskinned. It was a replacement for the one that was here, which was actually pretty good as it is, but this one was supposed to be incredible. But fingers crossed, you know, they've got the breakdance on the other pier, which is the unique ride, and this one had the Matterhorn. That if they can get a Waltzer back in, or indeed another different thrill ride, doesn't have to be that, this pier will bounce back. But I don't expect that to happen now until 2021. Have you visited the piers in 2020? Let us know what you think. Let us know if it's affected you, if you're local, whether you came down here a lot, and indeed what you know about the rides and whether or not you've ridden, obviously, the Waltzer and indeed this Super Bob. You know, did you get on this Matterhorn, this Flying Bob's, before the accident? I'm pretty sure it was imported from another country. I don't think it was travelling around here, but I could be wrong. Let us know in the comments. Central Pier Blackpool, have you come and spotted them in 2020? They are open. The South Pier is open, and I'd imagine the season's going to be extended along with Blackpool Pleasure Beach down there. So plenty of time still to come to Blackpool.